One of the most common questions we see couples asking is, what are the best wedding planning tools out there? So in this video, we're gonna be breaking down our top 5 favorite free wedding planning tools. Also, this video is not sponsored by any of these companies. This is just our honest, unbiased opinion on what we personally feel like are the best tools out there. So let's get started. Number 1 on that list is gonna be Zola, the wedding planning website. There's a reason this is the most used wedding planning tool out there, and that's because they can kind of do it all. This resource can help you do everything from creating your own invitations to setting up your registry and searching for local vendors that fit your budget. But the biggest selling point for Zola is in their fantastic website designer. Couples can build their own personal wedding website pretty easily and select through some pretty stunning templates that honestly do not even look like templates. But why might you even need a wedding website? Because it's the best way to organize and deliver everything your guests might need in one easy to use, easy to find place. Out of all the other platforms that offer this feature, Zola takes the cake. Another great thing about Zola is their registry. They have tons of external integrations to all of the top shopping platforms, making it incredibly easy for couples to organize everything they're looking for. They also have an option where you can create a donation fund for your honeymoon, maybe purchase a house, or even give to a charity. When it comes to sending out your invitations or save the dates, Zola also has an awesome feature that lets you import your guest list directly to the mailing list. This can be a huge time saver if you've got a pretty sizable guest list. They also have some pretty cool built-in questionnaire options for your guests, so they can actually select their meal options, list any dietary restrictions, or even suggest music for the DJ to include on the wedding day. So for that reason, Zola gets the top spot. If any of those features sounded good to you, then great, because we've got a whole section in this guide where we're gonna walk you through setting up your own wedding website. Next one on the list is The Knot. This platform actually has a lot of similarities to Zola in the sense that you can use them to build your registry, set up a website, send out invitations, and so on. But where they really shine best is in their vendor catalog. The Knot is the #1 most used platform for helping couples find the right vendors in their area. So you can search by vendor type, location, price, reputation, and pretty much any other measurable category. Every vendor has a storefront breaking down their packages, pricing, reviews, examples of their work to really just help narrow down the searching process for each individual couple. Once you find a vendor that you like, you can just go right to their website or reach out to them directly. But like we mentioned before, if you're looking for quote unquote the best of the best, you will rarely find those people paying for advertising on platforms like this. The best are, already booking out 1 to 2 years in advance without the need of any advertising, so they probably won't pay for it to get on these platforms. Nevertheless, there's still some fantastic vendors that you can find here. Next up, we have Wedding Wire. This one goes pretty hand in hand with The Knot, and I mean that literally because they're actually owned by the same people. The nice thing about that means that both have an awesome vendor search function that is clean, easy to use, transparent, and really organized. I aesthetically also think this is the most beautiful looking one out of all the platforms. That also means that the vendors who pay to list themselves on The Knot can also be found on Wedding Wire. With that being said, I personally prefer the interface of Wedding Wire in comparison to the others, but they all come pretty close in aesthetics. What separates Wedding Wire from the others, however, are their popular wedding planning tools. They have tons of awesome checklists, a fantastic budget calculator, not better than ours, and ergonomic features like a seating chart, guest list organizers, things like that. They also have probably the most user-friendly app out there that has all of these integrations built right in. This one is a little obvious and kind of a no-brainer, but Google is a fantastic resource. More specifically, the G Suite apps like Google Forms, Google Sheets. If you have a Gmail account, then that means you can use any of these apps just by clicking the little square icon in the top right of the Google search engine and then scrolling down. You can create a simple Google form that you can use to send out to all your guests to collect information for things like addresses, contact info, special accommodations, and anything else that you might need to keep track of. The last thing you need to be doing is texting 150 people individually trying to get their information so you can send them a freaking save the date. Google also has an awesome spreadsheet called Sheets. Most of you are familiar with Excel. Well, this is essentially Google's free version of that, and I use it for just about everything. It's great for making lists, keeping records, and organizing your budget. You can throw a few functions in there and watch it just adjust the budget with each purchase in real time, and that's a game changer. To make things even easier, I'm including a link to our own budget calculator for you to start using, the link for which can be found in the description down below. Once open, just click File and then click Make a Copy. Then you should be able to start editing all the fields. The last tool on this list is probably the most obvious one, and that's gonna be social media. Platforms like Facebook, or is it Meta now? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest are major resources with tons of fantastic hidden gems that you can use to help plan your wedding. Facebook's marketplace is a great place to find all kinds of recycled wedding decor. Most couples actually end up buying a lot of their own decor for their wedding. And since most of them don't want to hold on to all that decor after the big day, they list it on the marketplace for a pretty significant markdown. Another really valuable resource they bring to the table are the communities, specifically the wedding communities. Now, anyone who's a member of Wedding Everything gets access to our own private Facebook community, where the only vendors you see are the ones who are personally vetted and who have pledged to donate one of their services to the community every year for free. But outside of this group, there are a lot of other amazing groups that anyone can join. This is probably one of the best places to get advice from other couples, network with amazing vendors, and get tons of support in creating your wedding vision. On top of that, these communities are also one of the best places you can go if you need help coming up with one of those wedding hashtags. We touched on this one once before, but searching Instagram hashtags is a great way to find inspiration for your own stuff, as well as find vendors who are known for their skill. Above all, this is where you will find the best of the best, right? Because they're not paying for advertisements, they're just posting their work and it's getting popular on its own. Very similar to Instagram or YouTube, TikTok has tons of wedding related channels where you can find amazing vendors based on their work, as well as tutorials on just about anything when it comes to a wedding that's DIY. Lastly, Pinterest is the place where inspiration boards just come to life. Whether you've got no idea what you want or you know exactly what you're looking for, Pinterest has boards on everything and makes it incredibly easy to enjoy designing your wedding day. So there you have it, guys. Those are our top 5 free wedding planning tools that you can start using right away. I hope some of you found this information useful, because in the next few videos, we'll be using a few of these different tools to cross off some of those items on that to-do list. If you have any questions about the material covered in this lesson, feel free to reach out to us via the private Facebook group or by emailing us directly at support@wedeverything.com. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget that you can subscribe to our channel right here, and we will see you in the next video.